Very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the weekly mentoring session. And we have a market, about 122 points plus, guys. 122 point plus is the market. And this is how Nifty is looking. See, this is a very simple strategy I use, pretty powerful. Yogi trend following system. Composed of a 35 period moving average and a super trend. And a super trend. You can use super trend 2, you can use super trend 3. Super trend 3 works better on this. So, this is a super trend based and a moving average based strategy that you are looking at. You can use that in a 5-minute chart or you can use that in a 10-minute chart. And we see today the market gapped up and formed a double top. This is where was a sell zone. So this is a sell zone of the market. It has gone till this level. So this is a sell zone of the market. And this is a level it is finding difficult to break. This is sell zone. It's finding it difficult to break, and today also almost on the same level. It has faced resistance and turned back. Market was almost 165 points plus. Almost 165 points the market was plus, and from there it has now come back a little here. So this is the market that you are looking at. And today is also expiry, so every expiry gives you an opportunity to trade. Like for example, if I'm looking at a Bank Nifty is weaker than Nifty. If you see, Bank Nifty is weaker than Nifty. And at this point, if you want, you can buy a put option of Bank Nifty. And look at the one which has the least time value. The one that has got the least time value is the one you can use. Don't go into Nifty, you can short Bank Nifty. And I think right now you can look at 22,500 put option. Today's expiry. 22,500 is for 69 rupees. So you have to pay some. And other one you can, which one is, I think, right now, the option to write is this one. 22,600 is the option that you can write at this point, 22,600. And this one doesn't have much of time value. So if you want to buy a put option, it has to be this one. Okay, so I bought a put option of 22,600. 22,600 put option. 22,500 still had substantial time value. This one did not have any time value, so I bought a 22,600 put option. And in the worst case scenario, it is 140 into 25. So no need to put a stop loss. Maximum risk of 3,500 rupees. No matter what happens, you can't lose more than this in this one. You can't lose more than this. So this is a pretty safe option to buy. Instead of Nifty, Bank Nifty is much weaker. So let's see that comparatively. If I'm look, this is Bank Nifty. Let's open Nifty. Okay. Can everybody hear and see the screen? Yes, everybody can see it, guys. So one or two people, please restart. So here, this is the session here, and this is trend following. On the right side is the bank nifty. We can see bank nifty, and on the left side is nifty. Use super trend 3. So you can see comparatively here which one is weaker, nifty or bank nifty, guys. It is bank nifty which is much weaker. So if you have to short the weakness, you short the one that is going in your favor. And I have just bought a put option at 140. So let's see how it goes. Put option at 140. And banks is compared to Nifty, is bank leading or lagging? Compared to Nifty, is bank leading or lagging? It is leading. Very good. Banks are leading. They normally give you a trend much before Nifty comes into it. So I've taken a 22,600 bank Nifty now. And once this moves above it, you will be more sure of the downside into the market. Now, we see now as the bank is moving down, this one is also having a selling pressure. This one is also having a selling pressure now. These days in our trading room, we are using a lot of open interest and a whole new strategy we have developed based on that. So on the left side, let me add, this is 22,600. Now this is the one that we have bought. We bought it at 141 rupees. This is in the money. You can also trail it if you want. This can be trailed further. You can use a trail in this. And where is the trail now? At about, how do you see the trail in this? See, it's moving down. And if you want, you can trail it further. But if you don't want to trail it, that is just fine. If you don't want to trail it, it is just fine in this one. This is moving here. And now if I see on this, I've already booked 8,000 rupees. And now my ICICI bank is giving me profit. So I'm booking one ICICI bank, other one I'm carrying. I booked 11,000 rupees of profit. And in this one also, 22,600. Now I can book one. So here I have booked one in this one now. So I booked a profit of 13,000 rupees now. And I have ICICI Bank. I have more or less achieved my target on this, but I'll trail it. Okay. Making a, see, this one is giving me, I can easily take my stop loss to 200 in this. if I see here, this and this here on this one, square of 185, 195. So now no matter what happens, I can't lose money into this trade. I can't lose money into this trade. I also have 11,450, which is giving me profit. So I booked a 17,000 rupees now, and the trades I have going on, if you see in Bank Nifty, can somebody identify my trade in Bank Nifty? I've already booked a 9,009. What is this trade called? It's a call hedge. I have a call hedge on Bank Nifty, and hedging is a wonderful strategy. Hedging is a wonderful strategy. Then I have HDFC Bank, and HDFC Bank also I can book one profit now in this. Other one I can trail. I booked one more profit in HDFC Bank. ICICI Bank, again, I think I'll reduce my risk and book a profit on this. Great. So my book profit is now 21,000 rupees. And I have mostly a Nifty short here, a hedge one, and I see we have Bank Nifty going down further. I have a hedge on this. It is a 218. Now you can go to Bank Nifty 22,400. 22. How many of you book profit with me, guys? कितने लोगों ने मेरे साथ profit book किया? Samir booked 1,000 rupees, 1,900. Pawan booked. Okay, great. So we see now. This is now in Bank Nifty. I'm looking at 22,400. Now 22,400 is for the moment at 80 rupees. So about 2,000 rupees is my maximum risk in this one. So, and 22, so I've picked up, and I'm just risking 2,000 rupees out of my profits now. I'm just risking 2,000 rupees out of my profits in this. Always on expiry, try to finance your options, based on, I have this one, just a moment. Here also, I will book further profit in this. I have now booked a profit of 23,000 rupees, guys, in this. And I have a Nifty going on, and I, at this point, would like to hedge it. What would be my hedge in Nifty, guys, at this point? मुझे मेरा एक Nifty hedge करना है. What would be an ideal hedge for me? 11,300. 11,300 intraday. All Nifty 22,400. In Nifty, I can also trail. I have both the choices. Here in this one, I have the choice to. In Nifty, I'm also getting a stop loss now. The stop loss is at 11,435. So let me trail this. Square of 11,435. Place and confirm. So book 23,000 rupees, and I see that there is selling pressure coming in the market, so I wouldn't mind selling one more Nifty now. So I have that risk capacity to sell one more now. So, and at all time, my risk is in my favor. Rohit says moratorium extended till 30th September, and that is not a good news for the banks. And that's the reason. But Bank Nifty was weak from the start. From the start, the Bank Nifty had weakness. Okay. And I'll just trail this. Now, this is a simple trend following system. Let's understand this. On the right side is Bank Nifty, left side is Nifty. Yes. Just 1 minute, guys. I'm booking one more. Sorry, guys, I was booking profit in one of my option strategies that executed. So now we see there is a selling pressure coming both on Nifty and Bank Nifty. I'm using Thursday sessions more as trading in the start and then question answers. That is the format we are using for almost a month now. What is our target today? हमारा टारगेट क्या रहेगा आज इन ट्रेड्स में? Gap filling is our target. This is the target here. 11,310. That would be our target today. So I have booked some profits, about 23,000 I have booked. I'm short two Nifties. Okay, I'm short with a stop loss at 11,435. I'm also short on Bank Nifty, and I have in this 22,400. Now here on 22,400, I don't mind booking a profit right now. You have to control your greed at all the times. You have to control your greed at all the times. Okay, so I booked one more profit. So my profit has become 25,000 rupees. I have a hedge going on. And I have two Nifties going on now. Whenever there is trend in the market, you have to become decisive. You have to increase your positions. Whenever the trend is gone, then your position should be decreased. This is my trade going on, booked 25,000 so far, and I have two bank nifties and two nifties going, my target gap filling, and I'm trading. Let's check our individual position. This is my bank nifty. My bank nifty has come into profit now, and that is the advantage of a hedge. Even when it was going against me, the hedge was continuously saving me. How many of you use hedges regularly? Akash is using, Pawan uses, Samir uses. Yeah, let's just go to money control, guys. Give me your stocks you want to see from me. I think I'm done with my trading. Let's see if Reliance become first Indian firm to hit market cap of 200 billion. Okay. See, a trader also has to reduce his risks continuously. Like my bank nifty, I was into. So here I am reducing my risk a little. Bank nifty, I was don't have to. See here, this one, this is just 11 rupees. So I don't have to get out of this one. There is no need. I got out of one bank nifty. I booked. Why didn't I go out? The maximum loss has already happened on this. This is just a 22,500 hedge, which doesn't have much meaning. This one I can take off now. I've reduced my risk further now. 32,000 is the profit I have booked, and I have what is my maximum risk into the system now? My average buying here is 11,366. 11,366 is my average buy position. This is my average short, and my stop loss is now here. 11, I'll keep it here for the moment. 11,444. So my maximum risk is 78 into 150. 11,700 is my worst case scenario in this now. I'll prefer to go with it. Pending 11,450. So my present situation is that I have booked 32,000 rupees, and in a worst case scenario, I can lose 15,000 rupees out of it. And this is the basic risk management you have to follow at all the time. This is the basic risk management you have to follow at all the time. Okay, let me look at your stocks. Oh, Lotus Labs. I'm just adding your stocks. Muthu Finance. Getting in, getting out. So the decisions are very important. Okay. Let's see. Cadila. Cadila Health. At this time, there is another very good option by which you can be very free. For example, in Nifty, if I'm looking at a call of 11,400, look at this call. It costs only 8 rupees. It costs only 8 rupees. And I can just buy two of this, and I don't have to put any stop loss. This is one of the best hedges you can have. And I can cancel it. So I'm now hedged with the at the money call option. So I have a 11,400 call. What is my maximum? 8 rupees. About 1,200 rupees is my maximum risk into it in case it goes against me. And it is taking care of both of my nifty. Taking care of both of my nifty. Always remain protected. Always remain hedged. That is very important. Okay, so let's start with your stocks, guys. I have a Laurus Lab. I'll open the daily chart here and link them. Okay, so let's start with Laurus Labs. If you see Laurus Labs is on a daily chart, pretty bullish. It is moving up. And with a volume driven market that we are a part of right now, it makes a lot of sense to remain in the trend that we are giving. So long is a good trade in Laurus Labs. Then Muthu Finance is already showing weakness. Look at the trend following system. It has already broken below. Super trend is up and it is below the moving average also. And you can easily look for short positions into this one. You can look for short positions into this one. Then SBI card is an expensive stock, first of all, but it has also gone up. The valuations are pretty expensive of this one. So this stock, whenever a downside starts, you can look for short opportunities into this one. ITC is giving you a short entry right now. See ITC. ITC is giving you, the ITC is a pretty expensive stock. So now it is still falling and moving on the downside here. That's ITC. Then Cadila Health. Cadila again, after a big up move in Cadila, it is now correcting and this can be a good target. 273. 273 can be a good target for Cadila. Bharosa, I'm holding card from IPO. Shall I book profit and exit? Definitely. If you are a fundamental player and you're making money, it is a good time to get out. And this one looks a good sell, Cadila. See, already it has given a substantial move. Tata Motors. Let's see. I'll add more from your list. Tata Motors. Aarti Industries. Aarti Drugs, another very expensive stock. Now, then I'll take one from each person. Since there are a lot of people, I will take one from each. Then granules. Mindtree, Reliance. Reliance has been holding the market today. Mindtree, PVR, PVR. Now, Tata Motors, if we see, Tata Motors went almost till 150, and now you see Tata Motor is on a selling mode. It is moving down, it has already gone below. And if you want, you can sell Tata Motors right now with a stop loss at about 142. Nice intraday trade you can have on Tata Motors. I'll quickly check Nifty and Bank Nifty. And we see Nifty tried to move up, but it has been rejected. The move has been rejected, and I can look for what option can I look right now in Nifty? I can look at 11,450. 11,450 put option. Very cheap. And you can see this one is just for 64 rupees. 76 or 42. And you can see here, you can even work with a stop loss with 1,500 rupees of risk on this one. I already have two Nifties, but now here in this one, if I want, I can also add one more position in my Nifty based on this candle. Based on this candle, I can easily say I'm selling one more Nifty and I'll buy a call of 11,400. Just a minute. And 11,400 call, if you see, is just for 8 rupees. Just for 8 rupees. So I'm selling a Nifty here and hedging it with 11,400. That's all. Pretty. Don't have to put any stop loss here. I should not be having any stop loss here. बहुत सारे stop loss पड़े. I have to remove all. You can also cancel all. That is also there. Since I have a hedge, I don't have any stop loss on this. I'm using 11,400 call option to monitor my trade. Bank Nifty is similar. In fact, Bank Nifty right now is a very low risk trade. If somebody wants to take a trade on Bank Nifty, this is your entry, and your stop loss can be on this candle about 137 rupees. So about 3,500 of risk, and you can take the Bank Nifty, which is for the moment in a downward mode. In a downward mode, I won't mind selling one Bank Nifty right now. And in Bank Nifty also, if you want, like here, you can look at 22 300 call. 22 300 call can be a hedge on this. Let's see that. Bank Nifty 22 300. And you see 22 300 on this is for 73 rupees. Is for 73 rupees. So that would be about 1500. I would prefer and in this one a stop loss. So 22,515 is my stop loss. You can also go into a 10-minute trail if you want. This one is again I can put my stop loss here at 22,505. See here, 22,505. 22,515. This is the trade that is going on, and no matter what happens, I'll not lose money today. The trades have been insured in such a manner that at the most I can lose 10,000-12,000 rupees more. I'll take home 20,000 rupees. Okay, fine. So that's Bank Nifty that I have. You keep an eye on this, and I'll keep on looking at your stocks. And when will the maximum movement of the index happen? It will happen after 2 o'clock. It will happen after 2 o'clock. Okay, let's look at granules. And we saw granule is more sideways today. If I open the daily chart also on this. This is a stock that is in an uptrend. And if something is going up, I have no reason to say, okay, now it will turn back. Only when it turns back that you can say, oh, now it has turned back. So be careful on that. Be careful on that. The safest method of trading is stop losses and hedges, guys. Keep that in mind. Reliance has been the market mover today. So today Reliance has taken the market up from 2173 to 2173, and right in the morning I was proved wrong in Reliance and booked a loss of 3,000 rupees. Okay, then Mindtree, if we see, Mindtree is a stock that is big run up. Oh my God, that was a big run up, 725 to 1170. And now we see that Mindtree is moving a little on the downside. So downward trade in Mindtree. Similarly, PVR also now moving down. Now, this is a classical one. This is R3 Drugs overshot its valuations, and now you can expect profit booking into it. Now, I think This can be a good target on the downside, about 1600 rupees. Not tomorrow, not today, but yes, it has overshot its valuations. And normally, then there will be a balancing act that happens. I'd say you're clever, you exit that moment in Reliance. I never hesitate to book losses. I've never ever hesitated to book. People ask me, sir, what is the formula for your success? I said, I don't hesitate to book losses. I don't hesitate to book profits. That is the key. Both Aarti Drugs and Aarti Industries are weak. Today, you see, the market is very volatile. It is not yet. Look at Nifty here. This is the Nifty has broken this channel. This channel has been decisively broken, and it's a very indecisive market that we have for the moment. Bank Nifty is weak, but I have to put my stop loss based on the future. वो ध्यान रखना शायद. Yeah, my stop loss should be here. This is my stop loss, 22,565. 22,565. So I'm trailing a bank nifty now. 10-minute chart. You can see now the moment it breaks below, and look at bank nifty, it is already weaker than nifty. Look at the daily chart of bank nifty. Already weaker than nifty. And a good target for bank nifty can be this one here. This is the gap filling at 21,950. 21,950 looks to be a good gap filling in this. Okay, guys, last 10 minutes. You can ask me your questions. That's the format we have made. Half an hour I trade, 20 minutes I look at your stocks, and last 10 minutes I take your question answers. So, last 10 minutes for question answers. Now, I'll not be looking at stocks now. Ask me your questions. And kindly, Arvind Sharma and others, kindly don't ask me the advanced options questions here. I cannot answer them here. We have a session at 2:30. You can ask me all of them there. Keshav say futures always hedge with options. Yeah, futures will always be hedged with options. Then okay. Uday say, can we get recording of this session? No, this session we don't give recordings, guys. This session has to be attended live because there are 5,300 students. I cannot send recordings to 5,300. The bandwidth used will make me bankrupt. Keshav say options always hedge with stop loss. There is no hedge in options. There is no hedge in options. Hedge is a concept we use in stocks and futures. Chandrakant Srinivas says, can we trade Bank Nifty options using only trend lines? Yes, you can do that. You can trade them using only the trend lines. That is very much possible. And keep on trailing regularly on this one. A good target today is gap fill. Gap filling would be a pretty good target to have. Because we see Bank Nifty has weakness, it is slowly moving down. And this can be a good target if a violent move happens. And this can be a good target if a small move happens, because this it is already closed. Just close this gap. Now here, around this it is already closed. Break below this will take it further down. Rubini says status of Tata Motors can be square off, else it will fall down. Don't be in long trades right now. Hey? Get out of your long trades. Shuri Hari has a question. Market depth data is reliable to decide trade action as a trade support. Yeah, see, these are all tools, Shuri Hari. You can use them, but in the end, it is your judgment that matters. In the end, it is your. And here we see that there is a big support coming around this level on Bank Nifty. So now, if I'm looking at Bank Nifty here, so in this one, I won't mind getting out because that support is strong for the moment. I'll come back in. I would prefer to. So I booked some profit into Bank Nifty. My profit has increased now to 34,000, and I would prefer to take a low risk trade. यहाँ पे क्योंकि ये लेवल इसने पकड़ लिया है, तो I'll prefer to take a low risk trade. Sai Krishna say, can I get into the trading room first while the Share Khan account is being opened? Yes, if your Share Khan account is being opened, you can easily enter into the trading room. Not a problem. Just talk to Nikhil and he will help you with it, or you can directly go and pay on the website. Trading room has become a big learning room also now. We keep on learning a lot of new things. Today morning we were looking at Gann square of 9. We have mastered the open interest in the last 10 15 days a lot, and I keep on picking up new topics there. Krishna, how come your bandwidth is used for videos access from any meeting site? I don't give it from any meeting, Krishna Kumar. I don't give the recordings from any meeting. ये मुझे कहीं ना कहीं कृष्ण कुमार पकड़ ही लेता है. He catches me somewhere. How come? So I need to have auditors. What is an exhaustion gap? Exhaustion gap is a gap that comes at the end of the move. That comes now 22,300. Look at 22,300 put option, guys. Bank Nifty put option of 22,300, and that is a cheap option now. About 40 rupees. So about 40 rupees is the time value into this. And this is now breaking down. Keep an eye on this one. This can be your next put option to buy. Exhaustion gap is a gap that comes at the end of the move. Arjay says, what is your view on free tail for portfolio? Free tail. Not heard of it. I can have a look at it. F. Future retail. Okay. 74.9% is pledged. Arjit, पहले ये तो देख लो. Do you want to buy it now? Stay away. Ronak says your view on market is a good time for investors. Yes, in my investors club, I've already put 72 lakh rupees of my own in my portfolio. Today also was a SIP day, and I have added a SIP of almost 4 lakh rupees today. So for a portfolio, don't link your portfolio with Nifty. Keep it as businesses that you are buying. And this is a good time to buy businesses. Keshav says joined the trading room, but my POA is still pending. POA is now work has started. Just coordinate with the team because for most of the people, the POA issue has been resolved. So just talk to Harshad or Nikhil. Okay, so that's most of the questions I have. So we see here, this is the gap of Bank Nifty, and enter into it only if it breaks below it, not before that, because this is the gap filling that has happened. This is the gap filling in Bank Nifty. If it breaks this level, the next level is 21,950. 21,950 is the next level. So this is my situation for the moment, guys. I have and this 22,500 I'll square off now. Whatever I get out of it. So I'm out of this. So I have a hedge trade in Nifty. I booked a profit of 27,000 rupees, guys. 27,000 rupees profit I have booked. I am short in Nifty with a hedge of 11,400. No stop loss required. And I still have a market of 90 minutes in the expiry, hoping for a gap filling to happen. Great, guys. That's from my side today. Thank you very much, and see you in one more mentoring session. Those who are not part of Investors Club, guys, I strongly recommend you do there. It is doing very good. I already booked almost 5 lakh rupees in profits in my portfolio, and currently the fees is 15,000 rupees, and renewal is 6,000 rupees a year. And from Dhanteras Day, the price of the Investors Club will increase to 18,000 rupees and renewal of 8,000 rupees a year. So just great, guys. Thank you very much. All the best. Bye bye. And trade safe and remain safe. Bye bye. Akash, if you join, can we have your list of your holdings? Yeah, you can have them immediately. If you join today, you can be part of the Investors Club meeting tomorrow, 11 to 12. Okay. All the best. Bye bye. See you.